Hello transport nerds and welcome back to Talking Planning. Today I want to look at one of the more interesting bus types that Hornibrook has ordered in recent years. It's a type that's broken a long-running streak of Scania and Volgren buses at the company, albeit only briefly. I am of course referring to the Bustech VST bodied Mercedes-Benz O500LEs at Hornibrook, of which there are 4, 158 through to 161, built in 2015 and 2016. These were of course bookended by Volgren Optimus bodied Mercs, but as a transport nerd I do have a soft spot for some of these more unusual bus types. Hornibrook was not completely new to Bustech bodies when ordering these, having owned and now retired 2 Mercedes O405LEs with the body type, one of which ended up just down the road at red and white coaches of Sandgate. Fast forward about 15 years and Hornibrook's next Bustechs were a little more flash than their ex-King Brothers cousins. Today's journey is on board 159, a 2016 build, hopping from North Lakeston across to Aspley. And as we make our way out of the interchange, keep an eye out for the Thompsons and Kangaroo Bus Lines medal that also roams these roads. On the inside, you'll find bench seats trimmed in a rather striking pattern with a red base and a fairly colourful design on them. I actually quite like it, as it's more interesting than just a plain fabric. It's not cheesy in its branding like the Brisbane Transport or State Transit fabrics are, and it's not so bright that it hurts the eyes. You'll also see there's blue Bustech stop bells, which I generally prefer to many of the other designs as they're easier to use and easier to press. Let's talk specs. The throatier engine growl leads me to believe that this is a Euro 5 or EEV version of the O500LE, with the 11.97 litre diesel, 299 horsepower and around 1250 Nm of torque. Around this time, Euro 6 buses also started to enter the market, and despite the much smaller engines, they managed to sound quite similar. So let's have a listen now. Having caught thousands of buses over the years, I've found these to be one of the more interesting designs from the era, as the VST body has stood the test of time, even if it's been refined over its production run, which now spans almost 20 years. The design has also had a bit of a renaissance with some operators, and its unique floor layout allows for more seats to be fitted, which is an attractive proposition for some services. On the other hand, when it comes to that rear door, it requires passengers to step down before exiting the bus, which is difficult for those with limited mobility. Some newer VSTs have been configured with a flatter floor layout, coming full circle from the few two-door early Bustech models. It's a tough act to come up with the right design for the right service, but all I can say is that if operators continue to adopt a one-size-fits-all approach to fleet procurement, we're going to continue to see compromises in this space. On the whole, I actually like the VST design, and for longer distance and longer average journey length services, the layout as fitted here is actually pretty practical. So, if you're up in Hornibrook country, these buses are definitely worth trying out if you want to try something other than a Scania or a Volgren bodied bus in the area. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon.